Hi there, on this video I'm going to show you how I've just purchased some penny stocks, made an instant paper profit over $1,000, over €1,000, £1,000 of instant paper profit, and I only spent less than £500 on this. So let's jump in and show you how this works. Now you're going to see something here very different from what you're used to and possibly what you're expecting, in that I'm going to show you how I managed to buy some penny stocks, but not through the traditional public stock market. This is more like angel investing or venture capital investing, like they do on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank on the television, where you get those big investors make investments in small private companies for those potentially huge returns. You know, every big company that is around today at one point was a tiny company, and if you can get in right at the start on a tiny company, ride that wave as it becomes a big multinational, you can see spectacular returns without a big high risk. Now what I'm going to do on this video is show you how just yesterday I managed to purchase, and I spent €451, which is £399. I'm in the UK, so I work in pounds typically, but for those who are watching outside the UK, €451 or $495. That was my spend, that was my investment. But then I ended up acquiring shares which are now worth €1,865. That's a €1,413 profit, $1,548 or £1,248 paper profit straight away. So how on earth did I manage to do that? Well, it's all thanks to an investment club that I've been a member with now since 2015, and this investment club is different from other crowdfunding websites out there, where we as members, we pay a subscription, a membership fee to the club, and they have a team of expert financial advisors, and they go and investigate and research companies that have come to them looking for funding. So again, think of Dragon's Den and Shark Tank, where you get the small business owners come to the sharks and they say, I'm looking for $100,000 for a 20% stake in my business. That sort of scenario. Now normally that's out of reach of ordinary retail investors like you and me. But thanks to this club, like I said, I've been with them since 2015, we now have access to extraordinary deals, very exciting deals that potentially can give very high returns. So I'm going to give you a bit of inside information here. You won't find this anywhere else. There's hardly anyone else promoting this around, and the club is very small. So you're seeing some real secret sauce here. So the club is called VCCrowd, stands for Venture Capital Crowd. It's a merger, it's a hybrid of crowdfunding versus venture capital, but for ordinary everyday people like you and me. Without having to spend a fortune, we can get shares in those early stage businesses that have huge potential. So what you do, in essence, the club, you pay your membership like you would with a gym club or a golf club, a sports club. You pay your monthly membership. Every month they give you shares in businesses that they've researched, they've investigated, they've decided a good value, and they've made investments in, and they give us shares up to the same value of our subscription. Now that's just the starting point, because like I said, the whole point of this video is to show you how I managed to make over 300% profit within 24 hours, a paper profit, but a decent profit, and potentially a lot more as I hold on to those shares for longer term through the club. And that's all thanks to this internal trading. So there's a member to member stock exchange. So you can come into the club, you get your shares every month, but you can top up. If you see a particular company you're interested in, you can go into the internal trading, make some purchases in there. And so you can really, if you want to be someone who says, well, I want to pick my own stocks, then you can do that as well. But again, remember, this is not public stock market. These are companies that will potentially go onto the stock market. We're getting in way ahead of the ordinary member of the public and the big banks and people like that. So let's have a look at the private trading first of all. Let me show you what we're talking about here. So this is the secondary market, and there's lots of companies here that I can buy and sell my shares in. And the company I want to highlight for you is a company called Total Environmental Solutions. I say highlight, that's because this is the company that I managed to buy 37,300 shares in just yesterday, and I got those at an absolute bargain price. So let's just click on Total Environmental Solutions and see what further information we get. So on this page, this is the actual trading page. We can see, first of all, we get a share price graph, so we can see what trading has happened at what prices. Now remember, this is a private internal market only. You cannot buy these shares anywhere else, but they're a legitimate company. They're growing fast. They're potentially very high asset value, but you cannot buy these anywhere else. You could technically, I suppose, go to Total Environmental Solutions as a company and say, I'd like to make an investment in you as a company, but your minimum investment, if you're going to do that, is probably £100,000, $150,000, that sort of figure, because that's the benefit of what the club does. They have a team of club members, they have their financial experts who then go and make that investment, and then they're issuing those shares to us as part of the club. So you get this crowdfunding benefit and effort. So here we can see the price chart, and on the right hand side we get a brief description. We can click on the read more, and that will tell us more about Total Environmental Solutions. So we can see here, let's just give you a quick summary of it. What they do: provide a 360-degree environmental solution for South America through the cleanup and recovery of waste oil and the cost-effective treatment of contaminated water and solids through the application of proving industry-leading technology. So they've got an established business. They're cleaning up engine oil from ships' tankers. They're also cleaning up contaminated water, and so it's a good environmental business. Like I said, they're based in South America, run by a team of British chemical experts for this project. Now on the left hand side here we can see latest estimated valuation, £26 million for the company. There's 520 million shares in issue. They're worth 5 pence each, and this is an independent verification by both accountants who are verifying and auditing and saying, well, what is this company worth? And it's always very difficult to value a privately owned business, because until they get to a public stock market, which is where it's more verified, as it were. But there are 5 different ways typically that an accountancy firm can value a privately owned company, and so they've come to a fair value price here, saying these are worth 5 pence per share. That's a £26 million business. So that is the fair value for those. So if you can get them for less than 5 pence, you're getting a bit of a bargain. Now below the share price graph, you can see on the right hand side we've got sell ask offers. So these are members in the club who are selling their shares, and this is their offer. They're saying, look, for example, we've got one here said, I'm willing to sell 1,000 of my shares for 1.8 pence each. So not a high value, it's £18 in total. So if you wanted to pick £18 of the shares today, you can come in, join VCCrowd. By the way, the link's in the description if you want to join the club. You can come in, put some cash into your account, go and buy those shares, and then you've got those at 1.8 pence each. Remember, these are worth 5 pence. So if you did a 5 pence, let's just bring up a calculator. So we're only looking at £18 worth of shares, but if you bought 1,000 shares and they were worth 5 pence each, then you'd have £50 worth of shares that you bought for £18. So you're looking at multiplying your value of your investment by 2.77. So that's 178% paper profit just by buying those shares there. And that indeed is what I did. You can place an offer to buy, and if someone wants to sell at the price that you're offering to buy, again, you can get that share transaction. So if I just go to my cash wallet here, and I will show you the shares that I acquired yesterday. I purchased 26,300 shares in Total Environmental Solutions for 1.1 pence each. I purchased 10,000 at 1 pence, and I purchased 1,000 at 0.9 pence. So if you add those together, so it's 10.2 euros plus 113 euros plus 328 euros 75. I spent a total of 451 euros 95 cents. They are now worth 1,865 euros. That's a 312% paper profit instant. I'm looking at 1,413 euros of profit, $1,548 worth of profit, or £1,248 worth of profit. That's by having purchased these shares at a knockdown discount price. So compare that to going to the stock market where you have to buy and sell at the current market value. With this internal stock market here at VCCrowd, there are some members who are just saying, you know what, I don't want these shares anymore, I've got some bills to pay, I'm going to put those in the internal market and I'm happy just to take a big loss on those. Some of them are not a big loss, some of them have already seen big gains, and therefore those sellers are saying, well, I'm happy to sell out at this point because I'm in profit, but it would still be a substantial potential discount to the true value of those shares. Now, on Total Environmental Solutions, I'm holding these for the long term. I think for the next 2 or 3 years, as they ramp up production of cleaning water and the engine oil, with the price of oil having gone up since COVID, since it dropped that really low, went negative for a while, then Total Environmental Solutions for me is a really good, strong company, and that's why I'm still happy to buy these shares. I'm not looking to sell my instant paper profit, I'm looking to make those profits even bigger. In fact, if we go up tenfold from where we are, those shares that I purchased for 451 euros earlier today, which are now worth 1,865, if we get a tenfold increase, so Total Environmental Solutions, let's say their shares become worth 50 pence each in 2 or 3 years time, then my purchase this morning for 451 euros is potentially turned into 18,650 euros. That's the mind-boggling, exciting potential of getting in really early with companies. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. If you want more videos like this, do subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I've been an investor, an angel investor for almost a decade now. I've always been interested in stocks and shares. I'm interested in business opportunities. I've been an affiliate marketer online for 20 years. That's my professional full-time job. So if you want tips and advice on how to get your money to work for you, do subscribe to my channel. I also warn people about scams. There's so many scams out there these days, and a penny saved is a penny earned, is the old phrase goes. So if I can help you stop losing money in scams, and also that is a big benefit to you because it means you've got more money in your pocket. But if I can also show you other ways, just like VCCrowd here, to multiply your money up, then that is all a good thing. You need to have a medium to long-term view. This is not a get-rich-quick scenario here. This is real investing with real companies that have that real big potential. So big thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.